All right, fellas, here we're back in another Pokemon TCG video where we've got some pretty awesome news, I guess, for Glory of Team Rocket as well as a new Chinese gem pack. Oh boy. There's a lot of problems to come out of this. Anyway, so let's start out first here. We have all 98 main cards of Glory of Team Rocket have been officially revealed. The 98 main cards includes all regular Pokemon, commons, uncommons, rares, double rares, all that, but it does not include secret rares, illustration rares, special illustration rares, hyper rares, stuff like that, right? So keep that in mind when we're going to go over this. We did also get the official reveal of, I think this is is this an illustration rare? Yeah, or illustration rare Orbeetle, Team Rocket's Orbeetle. This is pretty cool. That is a good artwork. We got it. It's obviously a grunt. It's not an admin's Pokemon, but it's got a cool illustration rare here. It's pretty sick, right? And of course, we've got the Blipbug, Dottler, and Orbeetle regular cards as well, which will also be featured in here. Of course, we already know basically how the set's work, how the set's going to work. It's going to have some regular Pokemon. It's going to have Pokemon from Team Rocket. They're all going to be called Team Rocket's Pokemon, but they'll have a different icon depending on if they're Giovanni's, the Executives, or a Rocket Grunt. So just keep that in mind. Obviously, there's some similarities between the old Dark Pokemon and the new Rockets Pokemon. Apparently, with the cards from the set, there'll be a connected illustration, which is cool. I always love these illustration cards, so we can kind of look around at that. Definitely very, very cool here. And there's the Yanma as well. Very, very nice. But yeah, anyway, here are all the Glory of Team Rocket cards. We've got Pineco. There is not even a Rocket's Pineco. We just have regular Pineco, which, does this become Fortress if we move down to the metal Pokemon? Yes, we do have Fortress, so cool. Anyway, but yeah, we do have the Pineco, Shroomish, Breloom, and not a Rocket's Breloom, just regular Breloom. Rotom, which we get so many Rotoms, it's actually insane. We do have our first Rocket's Pokemon with the Blipbug here, then the Tarantula, and the Spidops, obviously being Proton's Pokemon in this case. We do have Smoliv, Dolliv, and an EX Arboliva, new EX Arboliva, not anything crazy. Could get a special illustration rare. Of course, we do have these regular EXs mixed in with these partner Pokemon EXs and whatnot, so we could potentially see like an illustration rare for Arboliva, which would be pretty interesting. Growlithe and Arcanine, again, surprising to me that this is not a Rocket's Pokemon. No Team Rocket's Arcanine? I'm telling you, that would sell. Just saying. And then we have Team Rocket's Moltres EX, of course, up in the air. And if this will get a special illustration rare, I'm at the point where I'm kind of thinking it really will, honestly. Like, Zapdos is the only Zapdos has got a special illustration rare in 151. Articuno got an illustration rare in Journey Together. If Moltres doesn't get anything, I feel like it's kind of a shaft for Moltres this generation, but whatever. So we could definitely see a special illustration rare for that, and it would make sense. Houndoom, Team Rocket's Houndoom, it's Archer's Houndoom. Would love to see an illustration rare for this. That'd be so cool. Of course, we got the official reveal already of the Torchic, Combuskin, and Blaziken. The Rotom Heat, Team Rocket's Articuno. Again, I'm not expecting this to get any special illustration version or anything like that, but it is Petrol's there. Very, very cool. Obviously, reference to the Zapmolkuno. I mean, that's kind of what we knew, but I feel like it's more of like a direct callback to the old Team Rocket set where they had the legendary birds, which in that case, that's probably more of a callback to, not a callback, but a reference to the Zapmolkuno from the Pokemon Adventures manga. Anyway, we do have some more Pokemon like Clamperl, which does have an illustration rare in the set. Some extra stuff like Snover and Abomasnow. We do have the Arrokuda, Barracuda, Cetitan EX. This is, and again, not a Rockets Pokemon. One that I feel like could be a Rockets Pokemon. It's a, big, tough guy, right? But not a Team Rockets Pokemon, just a regular EX. Again, it could be one of those to get a random illustration rare, special illustration rare, whatever. We have two examples, right? Hold on, let me actually look at the cards of Heatwave Arena real quick. Yeah, if we look here at Heatwave Arena, for example, we do have a lot of special illustration rares this time. 3 of them are the EX Pokemon. One of them is Ethan. But then we also have Yanmega, who is not a trainer's Pokemon, but is a special illustration rare in this set. So Yanmega could, again, see something similar to that with one of these random Pokemon like Cetitan, or up earlier we had the Arboliva. That could have been EX special illustration rare. We're probably going to see at least one of those, right? So at least one of these EX Pokemon is going to probably get a special illustration rare. Just pointing that out. Probably. Probably. I'm not going to say it's guaranteed, right? The Team Rocket Zapdos, again, not really expecting too much from that, but it could be cool. I'd love to see the Marie Flaffier Ampharos get a special illustration rare version. I love Ampharos's line, so please. Of course, it is Ariana's as well. The Drowsy and Hypno, of course, official reveal here. The Mewtwo, this is 100% getting a special illustration rare. It's going to be the big card of the set, no doubt about that. Oh boy. The Wobbuffet, which we do know for a fact is getting a a regular illustration rare because of the ETB for Destined Rivals officially revealing it, and we already had it revealed a few days ago, something like that. Moving on, we do have the Chingling here. I'm surprised we do have Team Rocket's Chingling. It's very random, but hey, I'm not one to judge. Is there not a Chimecho? I thought Chimecho was isn't Chimecho just a pure psychic? Hold on, I got it. Wait, what? I'm just gonna look up the card because that'll tell me. Yeah, Chimecho's huh? Do we not have Team Rocket's Chimecho? It's just Team Rocket's Okay. It's just Team Rocket's Chingling, sure. Team Rocket's Mimikyu, that'll be, I think this is getting an illustration rare. There's, Mimikyu is very popular. It's gotta, right? It's Protons. And then the Dottler Orbeetle we saw, Mankey up to Annihilate. Could you see an illustration rare for this? I think, does Annihilate already have one? I actually don't remember, does it? No, it's just got the EX from Clay Snow Hazard, which is... God damn it, what is that set? What is that set called in English, man? Come on, Annihilate. Okay, I can't spell, I guess, sure. Annihilate. Bro, this is embarrassing. I don't know what the hell happened, but Paldea evolved. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Alright. Whatever, that's fair. But then we get to the big boy. Archer's Tyranitar. Surprised this is not an EX. We could see Team Rocket's Tyranitar. If this gets an illustration rare, this is going to be one of the bigger ones, 100%. And I definitely do think it will be getting one. Tyranitar's big. Tyranitar's popular. Definitely could see this. That's pretty insane. Nosepass, Probopass, Metacham. Regirock EX was officially revealed. Could see, this be the random special illustration rare or whatever for one of the EX Pokemon, but we'll just have to see. And then the Dark-type Pokemon, which... every single one of them is a Team Rocket's Pokemon because, that makes sense, right? Ekans and Arbok makes sense. Nidorina, Nidorina, and Nidoqueen. Obviously, these are all Giovanni's Pokemon. Nidoran, Nidorino, and Nidoking EX. Again, probably another one getting an illustration rare, special illustration rare. Giovanni's Nidoking EX, it's gonna be pretty damn sick. We do have the Team Rocket's Crobat EX as well, the Zubat and Golbat, the Grimer and Muck, again, making a lot of sense, Coughing, Wheezing. These are just generic, make sense Rockets Pokemon, right? We don't have Honchkrow. We literally just have Team Rocket's Murkrow, it's Ariana's, and then Team Rocket's Sneasel. I guess no Weavile. That's a bit weird to me, but hey, I guess that's how it goes. So we do have obviously all the dark types. Any dark types, expect those to be Rockets Pokemon. Makes sense. The Fortress, the Skarmory, and we do know that the Zamazenta is getting an illustration rare variant, which looks super sick. Team Rocket's Rattata, Raticate, again, another one that makes sense. Meowth and Persian EX, Giovanni's Persian EX. I don't know if this will get an illustration rare version because I'm pretty sure we already have a Giovanni's kind of Persian in this. I think... Is this it? Is this basically what I'm thinking of? Kind of. I mean, this has got a similar vibe to the Meowth that's been officially revealed for this set. That's kind of got like the room here kind of in Team Rocket colors. So I don't know. We could see a special illustration rare Persian, but I don't know. I'm not going to count on it too much myself. Kangaskhan, which we did have, and pretty much an official leak, basically, of a Kangaskhan illustration rare, though I don't remember if that was the exact same card or not. Hold on, I actually want to see that. Yeah, pulling up this video that I made earlier, like however long, 3 weeks ago, we had this Kangaskhan illustration rare that kind of pretty much lines up perfectly with this one. So, seems like Kangaskhan's getting an illustration rare, and that was leaked very, very early. Honestly, pretty insane. Moving on, we do have the Team Rocket's Porygon, Porygon 2, and Porygon Z, which were some of the first cards revealed for this set. I would love to see Porygon Z or any of these Porygons get an illustration variant, but, we'll just have to see. And then the final few Pokemon are the Taillow, Swellow, and Squawkabilly. Interesting. And then, of course, we have all the trainers, all the items as Rocket stuff. Rocket's drone thing, the Pokeball, the bomb. That's a little terrifying. This scanner thing, whatever you call it. Ariana, Archer, Giovanni, Petrol, and Proton, all as trainer cards. I would be pretty amazed if these all got secret rare versions, but we'll just have to see, right? I hope so, because I love all the Rocket execs, so, I mean, we can hope. We do have, like, the Team Rockets, like, Watchtower base, whatever, surveillance stuff, the shipping stuff, and then the Rocket's energy, so all this stuff is Rocket related, and most of the Pokemon are Rocket related, so that is all the cards for Glory of Team Rocket, officially revealed. This makes up pretty much the other half of what will be our English Destined Rivals set. You know, there's a lot of good opportunity here. We get, like, about what was it, like 6, 7, 8 something illustration rares per set. Would love to see a lot of different Pokemon here, like the Tyranitar getting an illustration rare. Would love to see the Zapdos, Articuno maybe get one, but not too expecting of that. And in terms of special illustration rares, Rocket's Nidoking, Mewtwo, or Moltres. There's a lot of good opportunity for special illustration rares as well. So this set's definitely shaping up to be very, very, very hype, very, very big, right? So there's a lot going on here. And that's really just thinking about Glory of Team Rocket. We actually have more stuff here, which is apparently like promo packs and stuff revealed, which is more Rocket's Pokemon. There's some other stuff here like the Psyduck, Golduck, and this Mischievous, but we do also have Giovanni's Kangaskhan. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be interesting to see, do this cure and whatever, but this just another one just to really like sell people a little bit more. We got Team Rocket's Kangaskhan to officially use, so that's another cool one that's being revealed. And then another one, another big thing, good lord. We got this. Exclusive evolution cards to release in Chinese Gem Pack 2. If you don't know what the Gem Pack is, let me actually pull it up. This is Gem Pack 1. This was released back in January. It was for the Horizons anime. It basically has a whole bunch of Sprigatitos with an illustration rare, and then a special, not special, not to be confused with special illustration rare, but an alternate, I guess, illustration rare with Liko, and then Florigato as well. Then we had Fuecoco, then Fuecoco with Roy, Dot with Nidothing, not Dot, Quaxley with Nidothing / Dot, I guess, and then Captain Pikachu, which is a $100 card, but, you know, that's cool. Whatever. Totally. That's fine. Not crying. Whatever, right? But yeah, they had basically officially revealed these for like, I don't know, $25 currently, I think is what a box of this stuff goes for. You're not guaranteed one of these cool illustrations per set, though I think you are guaranteed just like a regular illustration. So the Pikachu's pretty pricey. The other ones are like 25 bucks a piece. It's not actually terrible to actually get the other ones, but whatever. But then they've also got these other random not promos, but just other cards, this Nemona, you know, whatever, right? Most pretty random stuff, but obviously mostly focusing on the 3 starters and then Pikachu, right? Those are the big ones for this set. And that was Gem Pack 1, currently going for like $25, $30 if you want to, you know, get it. Yeah. Needless to say, not only if you can count like in the United States with tariffs and all of that, but this, good luck. Just you're gonna need good fucking luck in order to get this gem pack. Eevee, illustration, Umbreon, Leafeon, and Sylveon. The 3 most selling evolutions, and that's not even like an exaggeration or a joke or whatever. I'm pretty sure they literally are the most sold evolutions in terms of like cards for the most part. I mean, Umbreon, Sylveon, okay, Espeon takes over, then Leafeon, but whatever, right? Like, close enough. It's not like they're doing the 3 main ones. Yeah, yeah. On top of that, we do also have these extra variants here as well. These are super cool. I'm definitely going to be copying this, not just because I want to pull these, but, you know, obviously I do. But I would love to pull this. I'd love to pull all these different regular, like, foils of these Eevee cards. These look so damn sick. They look so nice. Each pack will have a different foil variation of includes included card. Apparently, they will include the Vs, these EVVs. That's a hard thing to say. And then, of course, the illustrations here as well, which do make, I believe... Yeah, they've got some sort of... I love this illustration. It's so cool. I think they do make some sort of picture. And then some Pokeball stuff here as well, and some energy, whatever. But yeah. They're releasing compilation sets as 2022 to catch up to the rest of the world, starting with Sun and Moon, currently in the Scarlet and Violet era. Cards are printed in simplified Chinese. Pack will offer exclusive illustrations of EVs in its evolutions. Only 4 have been revealed so far, so maybe it could be all of them, honestly. Unlikely these cards will release anywhere in the world as they're reprints of the Sword and Shield series. China has been getting many exclusive cards lately. Yeah. I don't have a lot of these cards, so I would love to pull these. And this special, like with these special like energy prints or these special foil prints, I'd love to pull some of these, even if I can't get the full art illustration promos. I mean, yeah, but even despite the fact that these are Chinese, this is gonna be releasing next month, May 16th. Pretty much a month and a week. I doubt people's big hype craze on Pokemon is going to go down, considering that's going to be the midst of Destined Rivals' official release. Right, we're gonna have Destined Rivals releasing in May. People are gonna be like really trying to hardcore get that set, whether they are scalping it or whether they're just buying it for their own interest, whatever it may be. And well, this being in the middle of that is gonna be terrible. On top of the tariffs, being between the United States and China, it's sadly it's gonna be pretty rough because obviously China's gonna only print to the demand of their country and whatever the interest is of Pokemon. I'm not really sure how all that goes on, anything like that, but I'm just going to assume that they're not going to be printing en masse of this for, the entire world or whatever. I have my doubts. So I would love it if these somehow end up being super cheap to pull and cheap to get. I would love that, but that's wishful thinking given how much everyone loves evolutions. So we do have the official reveal of all the Glory of Team Rocket cards. People can be hyped now about like what to expect for, pulls on their cards, their double rares, and be hoping for some cool illustration rares and special illustration rares. And then, there's also the stuff with the Chinese gem packs, which have a lot of conflicting things going on with them. Obviously, the hype of these amazing Pokemon, amazing cards, whatever, but then combined with the fact that, it's going to be a Chinese product, it's going to be a little bit harder to get your hands on, not only because it's a Chinese product, but because of it being evolutions. So there's definitely some conflict there, but that's all the news for the TCG stuff. At least the important ones I like to cover. I like to cover all the cards that come out, all the amazing looking illustrations and stuff. Props to all the artists and everyone who's working on this stuff. Really, really good stuff. But let's hope that we can get some product. That'd be very, very nice. I'll see you later. Hope you all enjoyed. Peace.